Back at it again. You already know who it is. It's your main man, Big Duke. We got Sal in the building. We got Meech in the building. We got the main man Gotti on Route 1 headed to the building. What's good,
I'm on
everybody?
wheels.
We back at this thing. What's good?
What's happening?
Ready to
Sal,
do this
what you got
thing, you
today,
know what I'm
man?
saying?
Hey, we need energy up in here. You know what I mean? Energy. Look, hey, it's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of the teams don't know what that means, but we do. And you know what? For the ones who do know, you know what y'all need to do? Y'all need to go ahead and smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, because guess what? We need all the followers we can get. It not only helps you to be uploaded and maintained in good faith with all the good Eagle stuff, but it also helps out our channel. But we got Michi in the building. Michi, what's good?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Kimberly Alfred, babe, says subscribe, like, and share. That's right. You already know what it is. Keep it up. But guess what? The Packers, baby. We did it to them once. Gotta do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what we say in the military? Wag and wheel, wag and wheel. Pick them up, pick them up. Hey, gotta go back and go get them again. Because guess what? We gotta go back and get all the stragglers that wasn't there the first game. So, that being said, let's hop right into it, people. All right, first thing up on the docket is given the new injury report with AJ, given he plays Sunday, will this be an area of major concern for the weeks following? Meaning, we already know AJ Brown was hurt. We know, all right. We get he was hurt before. However, you know what I'm saying, with the knee or whatever, couple weeks back, you know what I'm saying, I can't remember, but the knee was hurting, was out a couple of games. Now it's the nagging, lingering issue. Is that going to be something of major concern in the weeks to come? Because we need to know, us as fans and as the viewers, we kind of need to know, like, you know, especially for people who got them parlays going on. I'm saying betting against the game, we need to know. So, with that being said, Meech, you up first. Talk to me, bro. Is that a major concern?
Yeah, I don't see it being a major concern. I just, like you said, he re-aggravated it when he got that hip tackle. He got hip tackled, and he came down on that knee the wrong way, and I think it was an issue then. But since then, I honestly think it was something that they used to try to, keep the Packers guessing on what's going on as far as their game planning. AJ Brown said he's good. He's still optimistic about going. He's expected to play on Sunday full strength. So he was limited in practice, but I just think that's limiting, just precautionary measures. I don't think it'll be something big that would, prevent him from going out and being AJ Brown on Sunday.
Okay. All right, Sal, what's your take on it, big bro?
I mean, I'm agree with Mitch on this one. I think AJ know this is a big game. This is big. This is big playing time right here. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's going to be out there. He wants to be out there, and he knows how much he is to the organization and to this football team. That his presence is felt on that football field. You know what I'm saying? Because defense changes when he is not on the field. Things change when he's not on the field. And he's a big playmaker. So I think he's going to be out there. He's going to give everything he got. So I'm not worried about it.
Okay. I don't think it's a real big concern. I just feel like, when it's all said and done, it's just precautionary measures. Everything gets heightened and escalated in the playoffs. So he could have had a broke fingernail that was bleeding or whatever. Oh my God, don't let him play because this, that, and the third. I don't think it was it's too much of a concern. I just think they let him sit out that one day for precautionary measures. Don't play him. I mean, he's a wide receiver. It's not like he doesn't have stamina. It's not like his legs don't give out on him or nothing like that. Just let the boy sit. I mean, he's earned his just due all season. He's number one receiver on our team and one of the top 10 receivers in the league. So, I mean, I don't think it's a problem. But Gotti, talk to me, man. You think it's a major concern or no?
Absolutely not. Just like you said, it's a preventive measure. I mean, these guys rest throughout the week all the time. He had a previous injury or ailment and linger, however you want to say it, and there's no sense of keep pushing him at practice to re-aggravate it. Just go out there. Hey, the guy had a knee injury previously. We're gonna let him rest to make sure he doesn't re-aggravate it. So that's all it was. And even if that, like Michi said, man, I think they do that. I think it's like smoke and mirrors sometimes, man. Just like happened when we found out Jalen Hurts broke his finger. It was like we found out the day of. It's like what is that? Like what's going on? Like why did we find this out a couple of days ago when he actually broke it? You know what I'm saying? They could have released that a long time ago. So I think it's a lot of mind games that they play. So I think, but I do think he's going to be at full strength. If not, if they want to have him out there as a decoy to let Smitty run wild, that's fine too. But I definitely think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a problem. I think, and even if it is, you know what I'm saying, it's not like we don't have Dallas Goedert. He's back in the mix. So I'm saying we just got another plus side on the offense. You know what I'm saying? Gina Rep in the base says, good morning, fellas. I'm up early on Saturday. Hey, before we go any further, man. Hey, for all those viewers that are out in California, man, dealing with those wildfires, Rod, man, you got our full support, bro. You're in our prayers. Rod's hope. For those who don't know, what I'm saying, one of our homeboys on another show, he had his whole family lose everything. You know what I'm saying? So send big prayers up for those guys over there in California, man. It's unfortunate, and to be honest, man, and we just wish the best for everybody, and to all those shady insurance companies out there that are canceling people's fire insurance. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get your just due. Trust me, karma's it's a mug, and trust me, man. All those shady insurance companies. You know what I'm saying? Like my sister Althea says, count your days, okay? Because they're coming. all those raggedy insurance companies. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Send a mad prayers for all those guys out there in LA and all those people in California that are dealing with those wildfires. But so Dogma says, go Chargers, Ravens, Broncos, Rams, Buccaneers, Eagles. Okay, that's what's up. You already know, Jets motivator. All right, who you? We gonna get into those predictions a little bit later. But yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, yo, is that my cousin? Is that my cousin? Tony Medley right there. Is that him? I don't know. We'll see. But all right, so earlier, you know what I'm saying, we talked about the things having lingering issues and things like that, right? We talked about that. Okay. So with that being said, now we got to slide into this whole Jalen Hurts and his concussions, man. You know what I'm saying? So with Jalen Hurts recently being passed, so he passed the concussion protocol, y'all. He's 100%. Me personally, I feel like he could have came back last week. That's just me. I feel like he could have came back last week, and I think he could have tore the joint up. But given the level of competition that we played against last week, why would you risk it? Just let the man sit out. It's win or lose, we're going to be in the same position anyway. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? And besides, all them Giants, they're passe. You know what I'm saying? They're passe. I'm going to use one of my big words, one of my Stephen A words. You know what I'm saying? The soliloquies are really passe. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, with Jalen Hurts recent passing the concussion protocol, will the rust, okay, not Russell Wilson because we beat them too, but the rust, will that be a huge concern? And if so, how much? Because he hasn't played in a whole month. The man hasn't thrown the football the whole month. Obviously, practice is one thing, but real game scenarios are 100% different. You know what I'm saying? So, Sal, talk to me, bro. Is rust going to be a major concern or even a huge concern?
Me personally, I don't think rust is going to be a major concern. I think Jalen's going to be fine as far as the rust part goes. Only thing I'm going to be worried about is sometimes players get concussions and they don't come back the same. They play different. They play skittish. That's my only concern. Is when Jalen comes back, is he going to be the Jalen Hurts that we know, or is he going to be playing a little bit different? That's my only concern, but I'm not concerned about the rust at all.
Okay. All right. So, Gotti, talk to me. Is he going to be rusty or dusty?
I think he's going to be a little rusty, man. I'm sure he's been keeping up with practice and drills and stuff like that, but he's essentially been out for almost a month playing against people who've been playing, essentially the whole season, with, of course, the exception of the bye week. So you got a guy who's quote unquote coming in fresh against a team in the playoffs. So I think it's going to be some concern. I still think my same scheme I would still apply. Destroy the quarterback, right? Destroy Jalen Hurts, and now you have a Jalen Hurts who, one, hasn't played in almost a month, and two, is going to be kind of nursing himself because he doesn't want to get himself back into that concussion protocol. So he's not going to be playing like the Jalen Hurts from when we first played the Packers. He's going to be cautious. He's going to try to take care of himself. It might cause him to make some mistakes. It may cause him to not run, to not throw, or do these things that he would normally do in a different situation. And like I said, versus a team that's been playing, that's in the playoffs, that this is it. This is one and done. So we're going after him with everything we got, right? So I think it's going to be a concern on both sides as far as our offense and as far as how the defense puts together their scheme to attack his disability, quote unquote.
All right. Okay, so Michi, man, I already know, man. I already know you don't went through it and you don't hit the matrix on this and looked up at all the numbers. I know you did. Okay, it goes without saying. So for those who don't know, you know what I'm saying. Michi ain't a researcher, but he damn sure gonna research his answers and questions. But with that being said, Michi, talk to him, man. Talk like Jay Z says, talk to him, man. Will Russ be a concern? Will it be Rusty or Dusty, bro?
Yeah, man. If you want to call it rust, man, I think it'll be more timid type of playing in the beginning. You know what I mean? He'll play a little bit more cautious in the beginning, till you get your feet up under you. Because practice is one thing, man, but once you got live people coming in and they're actually trying to take you out of the game, that makes it a little bit different. You know what I mean? Versus playing in practice. So he'll definitely be timid in the beginning. I think that we'll focus on definitely the basics. I don't think we're using the design runs for him in the beginning of the game. Try to make him, more of a pocket presence to where he's, utilizing his receivers, his tight ends, and handing the ball off to AJ. I mean, not AJ, but I'm talking about Saquon or Gainwell, however, whatever plays they're doing for that, man. So I think it'll be more of what I want to see him develop into in anyways. I like. Everybody loves your mobile quarterbacks, but typically, generally speaking, they don't have such long, illustrious careers, after taking all of those hits. And I think one point of, contention or concern that I always think about with concussions is that was the first official concussion that, Jalen had, right now. But, everybody knows with concussions, those things, in the CTE or the chronic traumatic encephalitis is, they're, really called. You don't know where those happen. So he could have had, one or two of those throughout his career, and, you just keep playing. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer to come back than others, and some people come back faster. I think that, it was a lot of precaution that was used with Jalen, because I say it all the time, that's $250 million investment that they have in a player. So you don't want to rush it back, especially like you said in the beginning where you hinted to, they didn't need him back. So it was a great. I even if he wasn't under concussion protocol, if I was the coach, I wouldn't have played him anyway. You know what I mean? That's a great time at the end of the year. We had our record. We weren't going to lose a second spot. So it was a great time to showcase, your Tanners and see where he's at. And then, not Tanner, Tanner, not the other one. Kenny Pickett, it's a great time to showcase Tanner McKee and his abilities and see where we're going to move him up ahead of the draft. There's a lot of other stuff that can be showcased during that time. So yes, to answer the question, I think he'll be a little rusty / timid. Playing a little bit more cautious than he normally would in those, but I mean, it's all justifiable for considering what he had going on.
Okay, so 22 cousin. I'm pretty sure that that's my cousin Tony, but he says I'm worried about him being rusty. Tone, I want to tell me in the comments, why do you think he's rusty? Well, what's your concern about him being rusty? I can tell you this. I can say that by him not obviously having a concussion and being a concussion protocol for a lengthy period of time, I feel like the coaching staff or the offensive coordinator is going to start. Obviously he's going to switch up some play calling here and there, but I do feel like he's going to be. He already holds the ball, and I feel like he may take another half second to make a decision on if he's going to run or just get down. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you don't want it to happen again. Just like you said, $250 million person out there just running around. You don't want him to take those hits. So will he be more willing to fight for that first down, or will he just be more willing to slide and then try to go for it on third or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's not a third. So the play calling is going to be adjusted. His level of play, as far as him running the ball, is going to be adjusted. And that's only because he does the way he just want to have it again. But I do think that I'm not going to say he's going to be rusty. He's just going to have to knock a little bit of dust off. But rust, I don't think rust is going to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Dog says people are counting Philly out at home against a banged up Jordan Love. People need to respect on the 13-3 team. Exactly. Like, I don't know why
nobody said that. No, I haven't heard that anywhere.
I have. I've heard it at work all the time. Like,
that's work. I'm talking about official people. Nobody's counting Eagles. That's work.
There's a couple analysts out there that picked Green Bay. I've seen it.
For who?
I forget his name, but there's a couple of them.
Oh, you know what? I did. Now I think about it, I did see something this morning. I can't remember. He was like, it was a short on YouTube, and the guy was saying No, he was an analyst though. He was like, that saying that the Eagles were gonna get, beat up at home. I'm like, I don't see how y'all see that. I don't see what matrix y'all looking at. What level of science y'all see that in? Because we're winning in every statistical category. So I don't see where they see that. Like Michi says, I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Don says, we should be winning by 17. Yeah, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I wish my boy Eddie P was on here, man, so he could fight for his pride, but he's probably sitting by the fire again. But so since we're talking about the Packers again, obviously, I'm saying, do you feel as though the Packers are going to focus more on their passing offense or their rushing offense, given the current status of Jordan Love and his elbow? You know what I'm saying? Now, they did have a player that go out. I guess that the Packers call him Crystal Watson because he's so fragile. He's always hurt. So do you think they're going to lean more towards the passing offense or rushing?
Talk Eddie on there. I see Eddie on the chat.
Eddie on here. Eddie in the chat.
Eddie in the chat.
Hey, what's up? What's good, Eddie? He got those toes out next to the fireplace, huh? Hey, shout out to my man Eddie Polk, man. Shout out to him. I got it. What you got?
I think they're going to focus on the run, man. Our defense has been spectacular. Secondary has been great, with the exception of one play slate, but they never know when that one play is going to be. But there's been a few games where those zone runs and those double teams on Davis and Carter have been successful for some teams. So I think it's going to be the run. I think that even though his arm is hurt, I mean, this is the last game, man. They're gonna have to try to air it out at some point. But I definitely think they're gonna try to depend on the run to win the game.
All right, Michi, what we got for it, man? I know you got some insight.
Absolutely, do have to rely on that run game, man. If they were smart, they would, try to get it going. Josh Jacobs, I mean, he's been, a lifesaver for those guys, man. 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns on the season. He's been a lifesaver for those guys. He's made up for a lot of, those mistakes that they had. Even in the beginning when Jordan Love was out, he was injured for a couple games and they had, the backup in there. He wasn't doing as good when he was throwing. He had a couple issues throwing. So, I mean, Josh Jacobs came through and did whatever. But they talking about Chris Broussard, man. We don't pay attention to Chris Broussard, man. He's a full imposter. You talking about the one that was going against Eagles, Chris Broussard and his whole light skin. We don't pay attention to him, man. Good job. Hey, good job, Jeter, man. We do not pay attention to Chris Broussard. Anything he says, we don't pay attention to him. But, man, I would absolutely get Josh Jacobs established with that running game against our defense, man. Hopefully, they can have some type of thing, some type of success against it. I don't think they will today or tomorrow, but, I mean, that's what I would do. More on the rushing.
So, Sal, me personally, I just know they're going to rely more on the run and try to bounce to the outside. That's what normally kind of gets us. And I hate to say that. I'm giving away some tea right now for y'all who don't know. I'm saying if you bounce to the outside, it's a possibility you might get it a couple yards. But I don't think that they're really too confident on that elbow issue. Again, he banged it up. That numbness can sometimes, it affects your strength in the ball. It affects your hold on to the ball. You know what I'm saying? Reports say that he just hit it. I'm guessing he probably hit his funny bone. Hand went numb real quick. Got some feeling back later on that evening. This, that, and the third, and just don't worry about it. Don't play him, but don't come over here with that mess. Don't come over here with that mess. Because guess what? I don't want no excuses. I don't want no excuses. Win or lose, I don't want no excuses. But I ain't even looking at the second part. I'm just saying, win or lose. But Sal, what we got on it, man? What you got? Talk to me.
Like I said, everybody said I think Jacobs is going to be the workhorse for the Packers. According to LaFleur, Jordan Love came back in the last game, but he just decided to sit away and let him sit out. Plus Watson, you said Crystal Watson, what they call him?
Yeah, Crystal Watson.
he's going to be out, So Romeo Doubs is going to be the number one receiver in this matchup. So I just don't think that they're going to rely on Jacobs to try to get the bulk of the yards for these guys. I just don't see Romeo Doubs just doing anything against our corners back there. I just don't think he's going to do too much. So like I said, Jordan Love elbow is hurt. It's gonna be hard for him to throw that ball. It's gonna be hard for him to throw that ball downfield. I mean, he might throw some short passes, but if his elbow's really hurt, it's gonna be hard for him to get the ball down the field. So I think, like I said, Jacobs is gonna be the workhorse for the Green Bay Packers in this game on Sunday.
Okay, so I mean, and this isn't on the docket, but since we were talking about sports analysts and media outlets, for us in the chat out there, if you're in the chat, go ahead and put a comment down. But if you were to listen to anybody on any sports media outlet, any person, who are you more willing to get your knowledge from? You know what I'm saying? Like if you going on YouTube or you going on, First Take or whatever it is you're looking at, who's that one person that you respect to make a good, honest decision on the game?
Oh, there for me, there's only one. I like her. I like her rise that you can see doing ever since coming up. She started on Around the Horn. I mean, she's been going and going. She's been coming up. She's been on everything now. She's getting some. She has more appearances on First Take. That means you getting big time on ESPN. You doing your thing. Mina Combs, that's my girl, man. She's up there. She spits the facts. I mean, she's really super unbiased. She gives you factual statistical data, and she goes from there. And I mean, she adds a little character, a little flair to it as well, man. She does it. She's a six back. That's my girl.
Yeah. All right, got it. Who you got? Who you listening to? For the most part.
First, I'm gonna tell you who I don't listen to. That goddamn Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky.
he get on my damn nerves. He think he knows shit. But Ryan Clark is my man. Ryan Clark,
RC. Okay.
RC,
hey, shout out to RC. Hey, I'm digging the suits, RC. Digging the suits.
Yeah, he be clean.
Ahead, what you got?
Ryan Clark is good, but I'm gonna go with Meech. Oh, girl, she gets some actual facts, some good data. She's got, like you said, she's got some flair to it. She got a little character to it. So yeah, 100% with Meech. I'm going with what the Meech said. Oh, girl, with Meech said. That's what I'm going with.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck though, and I know, man, and I'm not saying this just to be riding the horn or whatever. I'm not saying this, but I like the rebuttals, and I like how he does rebuttals. But my man, I love Stephen A, bro. I love that dude. When I say I like Stephen A because Stephen A literally will sit back and listen to what you say, and then in your face say, and I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. That has got to be the dumbest take I've ever heard, and you're better than that. So not only will he down you, he will raise you back up at the same time.
Bro, that has to be the best job in the world, bro. He get paid for that shit.
Yeah. He gets paid to tell you ain't shit, and then tell you, but you know what? You're not too bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
He like a drill sergeant. He like he was in the military. The drill sergeant tuck you down, beat your ass down, they build you back up. He
build you back up.
Hey.
Now, if I'm going for character, man, my number 2 is Shannon Sharp. That without doubt, man. He gives you the facts, but he adds that character to it. That's what I like to do. I like to give you the character along with the stats, and so he's a good mix. But I mean, if we go for number 1, hey, it's Mina. But Shannon's right there. He's 1B.
Okay, Nina and Shannon, that's what's up. Hey, and for those who don't know, this isn't a plug for them, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, if you watch Nightcap, it's good. Hey, it's good YouTube channel, man. Check them out. Hey, what's going on, Miss Cindy? What's going on, Mama Irvin? What's going on? Jimmy Hoffa, Go Pack Go. Okay, I mean, we'll see that. We'll see. We'll see if it's gonna be Go Pack Go or No Pack No. It's gonna be one of the two. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, whatchamacallit? So, given the status of the offense, right? We're gonna talk about this offense, okay? Given the status of the offense and defense, which side of the ball has more pressure to perform? And I say that because look, it's the end of the season. I hate when people do this, but I gotta bring it up specifically for the question. We already know what happened last year. Okay. Our record shows greatness. Like Meiji says all the time. This is greatness over here. But we also gotta put up points. Last game, I want to say they outscored us, I think 14-0 at the not at the end of the second, at the end of the half. We came back and tied it at the end of the half, but we got to start off fast with these guys in the playoffs. There's no room for error. It's one and done. It's win or go home. So on which side of the ball has more pressure, offense or defense? Sal, talk to me. What we got?
Hey, to me, it's always got all the pressure. To me, always got the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because you got what happened last year, playoff time last year. Then you got think about, we rested our guys last week. We rested the whole offense. They got rest. So, and then you got Jalen being out for 2 weeks. So I just think that the offense has more to prove because you got those third stringers in there. They was playing some good ball. You know, I ain't gonna hate on that. Even though they're saying the Giants, with third stringers was in, second stringers were playing some good football. So I believe our offense has way more to prove than our defense. Our defense has solidified itself. I mean, we number one defense in the league. You know, this age didn't solidify itself as a defensive coordinator, but our offense has more to prove. Since how we went down in flames last year, the offense has more to prove this year.
So, Meech, hey, handle my light work, man. Because Jimmy Hoffa, he must not know. There's no way he did not see the Cooper DeJean hit against your boy King Henry. Because he talking about y'all, they hit, so do we. What are you saying? Jimmy, please. Linda, come on, Linda. Come on now. You don't think we hitting out here? You crazy. Take care of my work.
Don't pay him no mind, man. Sometimes you gotta let them people just talk and they be in their own world, and you just gotta let them do it, man. Don't highlight the comments. Don't put them up like I do, man. Just let him talk to himself, man. Jimmy Hoffa, obviously, he's a delusional fan. He's out there. He doesn't understand. You know, I mean, they only see things one way. You gotta let them talk, man. You just gotta say what they say. What your grandma used to say: "Bless their heart." Just bless his heart and let him keep talking, man. We don't focus on foolishness, man. That's what we don't do. No.
he says we banged out. I like to know who, but all right, whatever. So Eddie says the Packers' fifth-ranked defense playoff Jordan Love going to show playoff Jordan Love. Okay, so there's levels to his game. I mean, I thought you're supposed to be giving 100% every game.
It definitely is. It definitely is the way he carved up the Cowboys. The way he carved up the Cowboys in the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Timberley says, if we can keep them from putting up points on the board, defense got to maintain and continue that number one spot, especially in the postseason. Damn right. You're right. Hey, Timberley, be on it. You know what I'm saying? Timberley, she's been a guest on the show numerous times, man. Good person. Knows her stuff like no other. Can easily be on any sports media outlet. You know what I'm saying? And stomp with the big dogs, like Martin says. So, you know what I'm saying? When she's on there, hey, check her out. Go back and look at some other shows here at the Regal Eagle, like they say, at the other sports media outlets, FS. But I'm not going to say the line because I don't know about copyright infringement. So we ain't going to say that. All right. So, so me personally, I feel like there's more pressure on the defense. Our defense has a little bit more pressure. We can't let Jordan Love go out there and start putting up points. You know what I'm saying, in the a lot of points in the first half. Even though, yes, we are a second half team, I just feel like, our lackadaisical performances sometimes in the first half, we can't afford that in the playoffs. So our defense has to step up and make sure that they don't score in the first and second quarter. That way, if we are a quote unquote second half team, then let us go ahead and get our points down in the second half, like they so and so predict us to do. But yeah, I feel like our defense has to be the one to step up to prevent them from getting points in the first half. After that, we'll take over. I'm not even worried about it. But Gotti, talk to me, man. Who's got more pressure, offense or defense?
I definitely think it's the offense, man. And I'm going to tell you why. Couple reasons out there, but I'm going to tell you this one reason. So Jalen Hurts I don't think Jalen Hurts gets the respect that he deserves, even from media outlets and even from fans. Like, there's a lot of fans who don't want to see Jalen Hurts as the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, right? So now, just imagine it won't happen if we go out here and we lose tomorrow, right? After the performance we had with McKee last week. So people will be going crazy if they can sit here and say, Tanner McKee should have started. Tanner McKee showed him everything he needed to show him, and then y'all gonna put Jalen Hurts back out there. You know what I'm saying? So with the performance of last week, and the way that the ball moved with Tanner McKee in there, the way that we're hitting these receivers who haven't been playing. Of course, AJ Brown, Smitty wasn't there, so my man Dotson was getting some look. It's gonna be a conversation of why didn't we play like we played last week? You know what I'm saying? The defense is going to do their thing. I just think there's more pressure on the offense because of historical stuff, because of the highlight on Jalen Hurts. And definitely because of the condition of Jalen Hurts, for everybody to maintain what they've been maintaining throughout the year. And like Sal said, these guys are rested. So to come out here rested and get your butt kicked is going to be a problem. So I think those guys, hopefully they made they make good progressions on their downtime. They're nice and rested and everything like that, and come out and kick ass tomorrow. But if something happens, and that offense doesn't perform after that rest, after that performance last week, it's gonna be a lot of pressure. That's gonna bust those pipes.
All right, did you get this or no?
No.
All right, go ahead.
I have to agree with the offense as well, man. Defense wins games, but only if the offense scores. Man, if the offense don't score, then you're not gonna win a game out here. That just is what it is, man. Hey, we didn't mention this, but I was waiting for it to hit it on here, man. The Eagles, man. You know, we had two, one on both sides of the ball. Saquon Barkley and Zach Bond, first team All Pros, man. Those guys were up there. So the defense, I'm not too worried about them. After the week 4, after we went into the bye, I wasn't really worried about the defense too much, man. They and then after week 8 or 9, that's when they kicked it into gear and they started, putting up a few points here and there in the first quarter and then the second quarter and stuff like that. But because of the rusty reasons and all of this stuff that we're talking about, man, I definitely say more pressures on the offense, a combination of thereof or what everybody has said. More pressures on the offense. We have to score. We cannot do it, man. Hey, Jalen Hurts, man, he threw 2 of his 5 interceptions in the first game of the season that we played in Brazil against Green Bay. He threw 2 of those interceptions. If y'all remember, the first one by Jair Alexander. The second one was by Xavier McKinney. Alexander is not playing in this game. McKinney is playing in this game. So, I mean, he has one of those picks of his 5. He threw 5. He had 7 turnovers in his first 4 games, and then he went for 3 turnovers in the next 11 games. That's what Jalen Hurts did. So the onus is on Jalen Hurts and that offense to get it going, get that the defense, the hype, the motivation that they need to go and continue to stop those balls from flying downfield and, bringing that pressure to close up those gaps and stop their run game, man. So absolutely it's on the offense. Okay.
All right. So Jeffrey Miller says, I got things working against me today. I live in the Midwest. Shout out to all the people in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Joe. What up, though? We have snow, ice, and my old lady is a Packers fan. That means you picked the wrong one, bro. I'm just joking.
Hey, make her shovel the snow tomorrow.
He said, I need some love and need our Eagles. Big win. Go Birds. Hey, man. Hey, if we win tomorrow, tell her all she got to do is clip your toenails and rub your feet all day long, man. That's what you got to do. Because, everybody hate feet. That's what you got to do, man. Jimmy Hopper says, Carrington Valentine has the interception against Jefferson and Metcalf. Okay. Great.
Yeah, but that was the ball throwing, man. He didn't go up there and contest Metcalf and all of this and steal a pick from him. Come on, Jimmy Hoffa. We're tired of this delusional fan coming up with these asinine comments. Just stop, man. Just stop.
Hey, that jugger hey, chat GPT. What can I put in the chat? Chat GPT is failing you, bro.
So, watch this. Right, okay. So, given Hurts, is he a pressure cooker? Because you already know, man, it's pressure. Jalen got a lot of pressure on him right now. The hurt finger, concussion, AJ's out. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of pressure on him. Concern our team's record at the team's latest challenges. Is he a pressure cooker? Is he about to bust? Pause. You know what I'm saying? But is he under too much pressure? Talk to me. Michi, would you talk to me, man? Is he under too much pressure right now?
No, man. That's what Gotti was saying earlier, man. This guy has been playing for a long time on Alabama. He played on the big stage. He went to Oklahoma, played on the big stage. Ever since he's been in the NFL, man, he's reached the Super Bowl very, very fast. Some quarterbacks will never reach the Super Bowl. He's reached this big stage already, man. Granted, he didn't win it, but he was there. And if the defense didn't fall apart, he would be a Super Bowl champion right now. So, those late penalties and all that stuff, he would be a Super Bowl champion against the Chiefs, the NFL's arch nemesis for all the quarterbacks. He's not about to, explode or under any type of pressure. He definitely has the poise, the composure to be able to handle the big stage. That's what Jalen Hurts is doing. He just doesn't come out here and talk a lot, show a lot of emotion and all of this type of stuff the other quarterbacks do. So, he gets that flair, that talk, that negativity and whatnot. But the results shows themselves, man. We have a great problem. He wasn't picked for the Pro Bowl or anything like that because he doesn't have that spectacular season. But like I always say, that's a good problem for us to have, man. He's only 2,900 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I mean, that's a great season, man, for anybody. Just like I love it when the boy for the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, said, man, my down season is a historic season for other quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Because everybody's talking about Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, he has more yards. I mean, he has the touchdowns and all of this. He has more yards thrown than the guy from Buffalo right now, Josh Allen. So that's how Jalen Hurts is. He operates right there the whole time.
So Sally, man, talk about is he cooked or what? Like, talk to me. Is he a pressure cooker right now?
Man,
is he in the cooker?
Jalen, I mean, it's one thing to irritate me about Jalen Hurts, that he didn't get past it enough on the sideline. This guy's always cool, calm, and collective. Every time you see him, he's just chilling. Like me said, he's been on many big stages. This guy, he's made to perform in these types of situations. This is his situation. This is his time to perform right now. Like I said, let me know what happened last year, how they went down in flames. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to relive that. He's trying to relive that Super Bowl season that he had when he lost against the Chiefs. So as far as Jalen being a pressure cooker, he's not in the pressure cooker. This guy is cool. He's calm. He's collected. He's just ready to get out there and do his thing. So I ain't worried about Jalen being under pressure at all. No, he's good.
All right, G, talk to me, man. Hey, we got Gotti girl. Hey, he's the guy. If anybody know anything about cooking, trust me, it's a Gotti. Talk to me, man. Is he in the pressure cooker right now?
Hey, I'm gonna be short, man, because my service is bad. It's all choppy. Man.
We see. We see. I said we can see you looking like you're in 2D right now.
You look like you should be playing Super Mario.
And that's how it was last week.
I think he's gonna be a little timid, but I don't think he's gonna be under too much pressure. He's just, like I said, he ain't been playing for a few weeks now. It's gonna be practice. You can't practice a playoff team rushing you on defense in practice, right? It doesn't happen like that. Nobody's pushing the quarterback down. Nobody's putting too much pressure on him. There's nothing you can get. No real life. You cannot get that real life experience of a playoff team in practice. So I think he's going to be a little rusty, especially in the first quarter. But I think once he gets his his feet wet again, he's going to be good to go. So very resilient. I think I heard a little bit of what Sal was saying. My shit was breaking up, but cool, calm. Even in interviews, you know what I'm saying. But I think he's ready to go, man. Just gonna knock some cobwebs off in the first quarter, and then he's gonna rock and roll from there.
Okay. All right. So you rolling, Gotti, or what? You out?
No, I'm still here. I'm parked.
Oh, okay. No, I said, was you getting off or?
No. I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to hear him get my point out before it started breaking up again. I gave my connection.
All right. Okay. All right. So Jim Lacey, my man Jim, says tight game. Eagles should get it, and their defense will win by keeping Green Bay at bay on the board. Any small mistake will change the outcome for sure. True indeed, Jim. True indeed. We all know. For those who don't know, Jim, he low key, he don't. I'm not gonna say he don't want to admit it, but in his heart of hearts, he's an Eagles fan. His wife was a Bills fan. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just started coming out the woodworks the past couple of years. We never knew about y'all until the past about 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? But Jim, we already know it's possible turmoil over there if the Eagles go and we win this big thing. But just understand, if we do, trust, I want you and the family, we need to be side by side watching this game. If I'm not up there with my boys watching the game, if I'm down here, yeah, we need to be side by side watching the game. And I would speak on my man Josh's comment, but he's a Cowboys fan. He's in the chat. No one's worried about that dude. I mean, he's talking about first round. We're in the round. No one's listening to you, Josh. No one at all is listening to what you got to say. And I'm surprised I even mentioned you right now. But whatever, we're gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to stick the goons on you, man. Because these are African wild dogs. We're gonna run you down for stamina alone. You know
hey, how old is Josh?
Josh is my age. I think he's 49.
Okay. The reason why I asked that, man, is because majority of the Dallas Cowboys fans weren't even alive. They weren't alive the last time the Cowboys was alive. So that's why it confuses me of how are they all these bandwagon Cowboy fans? They ain't won in 30 years. So if you're not at least 40, you don't remember none of it.
Nothing.
Hey,
You
hey.
don't
Remember
nothing.
none of it.
Hey,
And the first thing they want to say, the
That's why
first thing
they
they
got
want
the
to say is,
VHS tapes. They got the
I
VHS passing it
I
out,
see
man.
that. Yeah, I see that guy get a VHS tape. Cowboy
Hey.
Super Bowl. It was a VHS tape. His girlfriend gave it to him for a birthday present.
hey, all they stuff is on Betamax. It's on Betamax. That's it. It's on Beta. And then to make it so bad, the first thing they all want to say is, "We got 5." No, brother, you don't have any. You have not one. You haven't seen them. You don't even know what they do in the playoffs. You can't speak about the playoffs. Nothing. That's what makes me so mad about these boys. They talk all this shit every year, and they do absolutely nothing. The teams that they be having are good, but it's them. It's them. It's the fans. I can't stand them. Anyway, I'm not even about to ruin my day messing with these boys. I can't stand them. Goodness gracious. All right, so if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What do we have to do to win this game, Meech? Talk to me, man.
Oh,
what
here we go, man. Hey, game planning, war planning, man. There's some key matchups that I'm going to be looking for, man. Cooper DeJean, you know what I mean? Jaden Reed, that's a match I'm going to be looking at, man. Saquon Barkley against the Packers defensive line. That's another one. Lane Johnson, he got snubbed on the first team All-Pro. The guy that got it, you know what I mean? The guy that got it on Detroit, man. I mean, he had more statistical achievements throughout the year. To include the time, pressure to allow the quarterback to throw the ball. Everything superseded that guy, man. I don't know how he got it, but they do factor in those wins and all this type of stuff, that whatever mumbo jumbo that they're talking about, man. But Jalen Hurts, man, got to see him passing the ball, got to see some ball distribution to everybody out there. That's how you're gonna have to beat the Packers, because they are a formidable defense, man. They are 13th in the pass defense, but overall they're a pretty good defense. They like to play in the cold, just like I won't say they like to. Nobody likes to, but they're good cold weather teams, just like we are. They playing out there on the field just like we are. So the element of the winter is on both teams. You just got to keep them motivated, keep the offense on the field as much as possible. Defense, when there's time to shine, they have to be out there and do their things, man. And just like somebody commented earlier, those little small mistakes will come back and bite you in the rump later on. So you don't want those to happen too much on either side of the ball.
Sal, man, talk to me, man. If you the coach, man, what we got to do? How do you game plan for this game? What you got to do?
Hey, like B said, Packers got. I think they're ranked number 5 overall defense. So they got a pretty good defense. You know what I'm saying? So, but for me, I just think come out there. We got a balanced attack. We gotta try to let Saquon eat early. And that'll open up the downfield. So for me, start off with the run. Let Saquon get warmed up. Let him start buzzing through some of them defensive lines to get our wide receivers downfield open. But according to AJ, what AJ say? He said he always open.
Always.
Said he got the belt on. He said
24 hours a day.
He said he always open. So plus like we got Goddard back. So that's gonna be a big target. That's a big help right there. Because Goddard he's a good tight end. So I just think that balanced attack. Start off with the rushing the ball, but let Saquon start eating a little bit. Then the defensive scheme got to change, and when they start changing the defensive scheme, it's going to allow us to go downfield. And our guys downfield, Smitty and AJ gonna be wide open downfield. So that's the game plan we should be going with.
Yeah, me personally, I'm looking at it like this: the only way you're gonna win games is to keep the person off the field. Okay, you gotta make sure we call plays and design and make these play calls designed to sustain long drives. If their offense ain't on the field, there's no way they can score. Keep dinging and dunking like Jim says, 5 yards at a time. You know what I'm saying? Keep dinging, keep dunking, keep running. If you got to get the first downs, go. You know what I'm saying? Don't go for the end zone. Shoot for the first down. That's what you got to do. Shoot for first down. That's all we need. Keep that clock running. Score. Get it back. Keep the clock running. Score. That's how you win the game. And I'm don't get me wrong. They're all professionals here. Like they wouldn't be in those positions for nothing. But we have to make sure that we keep the ball in our hands. Those 3 and outs, because what does it mean? What you only really get the ball, I think it's only like 27 snaps a game or something like that. No, not 27 snaps, but you get, I want to say it's like 16 possessions per game or some stuff
Yeah,
like that?
you get not possessions. I mean, you pretty much get 5-6 drives. I mean, one or two each one. You may have a couple more, something like that. But it's 5-6 drives that you have throughout the game on both sides of the ball, unless a lot of 3 and outs and stuff like that. But if everybody's playing good, you're gonna get about 6 drives, man. And we just want that drive like we had a couple games ago where we touched the ball and we didn't give the ball up for 10 minutes. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, that was a historic offensive play calling and scheme to hold the ball for 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes of the entire game, we didn't give the ball up not one time. That's what we need. Yeah.
Yeah.
And our penalties, we gotta watch our penalties too. We gotta watch those penalties.
Yeah, man. Like
we gotta
watch only had penalties at the wrong time. Like, come on, fellas. We can't, but we're at home, so we should be fine. You know what I'm saying? Crowd noise, for those who don't think so, crowd noise does play a significant role in the game. That's why it's thing called home team advantage. So yes, it does happen. Trust and believe it does. All right. Jake missed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oops. Wait a minute. All right. Predictions, people. Predictions. All right. We got our Eagles. Obviously, what do you think the score position is? Meech. Score predictions, bro. What we got?
Oh, this could be a good one, man. I don't think it's gonna be one of them high flying 40-point games. I don't think it'll be nothing like that, man. I think it'll be a lot closer, man. I'm looking at maybe 24, 27, goddamn 18. We're gonna go out there and dominate and get the win at the end.
Okay, Sal, what you got?
I'm looking at about like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a 40-point game. I'm looking at 21-27 Eagles.
21-27 Eagles. All right. Well, honestly, it's gonna be. I want to say it's gonna be in the upper 20s. So I figure like 20. I mean, they give up 26 points a game, I think, or 22 points a game. I just want to say maybe 27-14. Maybe Eagles, or maybe if it's not that, we might bust the 30 mark at home. We might bust the 30 mark. So if it's not 27-14, it might be 30-14, to 30 to 40-17. Yeah. So maybe
last time we played them was 20. Last time we played was 34-29. We won by 5 points.
Yeah. And then, like I said, the Colts are gonna play practice, so there's gonna be some passes, obviously, but I feel like it's gonna be more of a ground game. So that's why I say. But so if that's the case, so it could be low. It could be 20, 21, no 20, 27-14. So yeah, 27-14. I'm gonna sit with that. 27-14. Yeah, I'm gonna sit with that. And so in the chat, what you got? And I want to hear y'all's predictions. Okay, Jim says 30-22 Eagles. We already know. All right, Daryl, man, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Timberly says, and love him. However, I don't want to have a replay of Elliott's leg. Me neither. They call him Jake the Make, but lately it's been Jake almost make. So we got to fix that. So Jake, I don't know what you're doing, man. Oh, okay, Eddie. Eddie says 34-31 green pack go. Green and gold. Okay. 34. You think y'all putting Eddie? Come on, man. I know you love your team, bro. Come on now. You really think the Eagles are gonna let y'all put 34 on us in our house? Come on, man. Hey, you're disrespect. Hey, hey, Goody Mom said it the best. Don't come in our house without wiping your feet on the rug. Okay. You better wipe your feet before you come here, and you better speak when you get in here too. Come on, man. Y'all are not putting up 34, man.
The Eagles defense has allowed only one team to score even 30 points for the entire year, and that was the Commanders game that we just lost to them. That's the only game that they allowed 30 points in the entire year. So Eddie Polk, the delusion that's coming out of your screen on your YouTube channel, you should be banned. We should report you for spam. We should report you for spam right now because you're talking out the side of your ass. Get it out of here, man. Get it out of here. Fake news. Fake news.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be high. It's gonna be high scoring on one side, Eddie. Look, Eddie, we've been through this with you once this year already. Okay, yeah, we've been at this on this crossroads once with you. Okay, please don't let it happen again. But 34, no, you're crazy. So Daryl says, just waiting on tomorrow's game. Do I feel you, man? Hell yeah, man. Tomorrow's a big game for sure.
Hey, let me tell you. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to be on the cruise. I'm going on the cruise on Sunday, right? So my wife's in this little chat with the cruise line, And everybody in there work there. There's so many Eagles fans gonna be on this cruise. It's about to be crazy on this cruise. So yeah, we're gonna be all. I'm watching this. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Hey, since you're gonna be on the cruise, there's no reason why you shouldn't get at least 30 followers on the cruise. Okay, hey, just because you on a cruise, you ain't that. Hey, you always at work. I don't care how you look. hey, Beach, we say, hey, you better shake some ass out there. Okay, look. I got a contract between me and you.
I got the QR code ready, man. I got the QR code ready to scan it up.
Yeah. All right, Timberly says 27-17 Philly. For sure. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, bro. Happy New Year to you too. All right, so you already know, man, we like to keep it real funky around here. Okay, real funky. We got the grand closing, people. Grand closing. That is about to be it. Okay, look, I don't care if we 10 minutes prior. Guess what? You know what they say? If you do overtime, that means you didn't do what you're supposed to do during the day. Okay. Hey, I know Michi being a former first sergeant, former sergeant major. I'm quite sure he used to always tell his first sergeants in leadership, hey, look here, if you got soldiers working late, it's because you're not doing the right job during the day. Did you not say that, Mich?
That's it, man. That's it. Hey, I was letting mine go anyway. My thing was, if we have to salute that flag at 5 o'clock, we doing something wrong. Everybody was gone. I had haircuts, you know, when I was cutting in the barbershop. I had to be there. So hey, if I'm gone, my soldiers gone. My soldiers loved it. They knew when that was gone, they was gone. Work was done. There's no need to stay around and do all this stuff and look at everybody. Let's go home.
Yeah. Hey, quick story. Sal, you weren't there, but this is after I left El Paso. So we're all at the theater, right? All of us were at the theater. Like the entire battalion is at the theater. Michi is the first sergeant at 1098th, right? Transportation company or boat company, right?
Yeah.
So we're on there. We're having a big battalion conference, whatever, at the movie theater. Everyone's there, right? All of a sudden, the sergeant major says, the battalion commander says he was going to release everybody from there. Like, don't go back to your units. There's nothing else you need to say to anybody. He was going to release us from there. Michi, being the person he is, being that gray area type guy, he don't like black and white. He wants that gray area. He went right there. Man, this battalion commander said, dismiss. Michi out loud says, attack the gate. Man, Sergeant Major got so mad. He said, "Some first sergeant, get over here right now." Michi, do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
He said, attack the gate. When I tell you, Michi I was like, man, like, ooh, that was about to get fired. But he wouldn't do it. There was he couldn't do it. I feel like Sergeant Major wanted to fire him so bad, but he couldn't. Because he knew Michi was the best thing he had. I also think too that he was a little bit jealous. He was jealous of Michi. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Michi like mentally was smarter than him. Came up the ranks faster than he did, was positioned better than he was, and there was a couple of things on that 357 level that he couldn't get to, and he knew he wasn't going to get to, and he knew Michi was there. So and Michi wasn't willing to help him get to them places. That's why he didn't like Michi so much. So yeah, there was a couple of things on what you say in the Blue House. There's a couple of things in the Blue House. He just didn't understand. So he was, and guess what, Sally? You know all about it because Sally taught me.
Yeah,
Sally taught me. So
that's what started it. That's what started it. He thought he was coming through the Blue House through Mitch. No, no, partner. Not right here, partner. Not right here.
All right, so Miss Cindy says 27-22. We already know she's the Eagles fan. Monroe Hatcher says, okay, Eagles all day for sure. Daryl, he also says, I'm about to have coffee this morning. I had to get it started fresh out of. Okay, French toast coffee for sure. I'm with the French toast. I feel you. All right. But yeah, man, that's about it, man. Hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And if you haven't done it yet, man, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying? It's a good group of guys over here, man. And we do it for the people, man. We do it for the people. And, you know, Morty Moore loves the kids, man. Duke loves the kids. Sally love the kids. Michi, he got a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? He be whooping them. but he be loving them too. So it is what it is, man. But so with that being said, man, look, we're gonna be up out of here. We appreciate y'all for coming to the Regal Eagle Podcast, man. And like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend, just like, subscribe. That's all we ask. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. The only thing you can get over here is positive vibes, good work, and good analytics from Michi. All right. So stay tuned for Michi's Mania next episode, man. We got Michi Mania coming up on next episode. Stay tuned and stay alive. All right. We up out of here. Peace.
Fellow on the beat.